What's up guys, RGT85 here, and this is not necessarily a traditional video for this channel, but I did want to capture some gameplay footage of NBA 2K18 on the Nintendo Switch in docked mode. This will be available at midnight on September 15th. I actually downloaded this from the Japanese eShop though, because it went up a little bit earlier. If you're a subscriber here, which you should be, you would know that I'm very excited for this game. If you follow me on social media, you would know NBA is pretty much my jam when it comes to sports games, and this was a game I was really anticipating. And we've seen some footage of it, not a lot of high quality footage or docked footage of it, so I wanted to pretty much capture some of my gameplay so you guys could see what to expect. And I'm just going to sort of talk over this and let you guys know, things I looked for, things I saw that I liked, things I might not have liked in the game. And yeah, so we're going to get into this. I'm going to play the first quarter of a match. Of course, I'm going with my Charlotte Hornets. And honestly, first impressions, I was pretty impressed. I thought the character models looked really, solid for the Nintendo Switch. I didn't expect, PS4 level of graphics, but I definitely think they're a step up from the PS3. I've been playing 2K games since the Dreamcast, so I'm an OG at this series. I've probably been playing some of these games longer than some of you people have been alive. And the presentation of the game is really top notch. I was really impressed with that, and just the little animations that we're seeing here, the little warm-up things. I really enjoyed seeing that. So we're gonna get into the tip-off. The shot meter is a little bit sensitive in the game, and I'm not really used to some of the strokes of the players, so you'll have to bear with me. I didn't play very well, but I started to get into the groove as the quarter went on. So you can see here the game is running at 30 frames per second, which is the big difference between the PS4 and the Switch version. But honestly, I was worried about that. I was afraid that it would affect, how I played the game, but for the most part, it wasn't a big factor. I was able to adjust to it fine, and the game felt good. Here we got Batum, open three, bam, of course, sinking it. And you're seeing sort of, how the game plays out. This is the traditional camera angle I like to use, the broadcast camera. And, the game looks really good. I was visually impressed with the game. I did not know quite what to expect. We've seen a little bit of footage from the Nintendo Direct. We've seen some off-camera footage, and it looked promising. But, promises sometimes don't come to fruition, so I was a bit nervous. But, it was totally worth, downloading it from the eShop here. Here we see we got Howard in the paint. Maybe I can make a little something happen here. And no, I can't. As you can see, the release is up at the top of the screen. My releases are pretty much off right now. The stroke is definitely a little bit weird. I'm not playing with this with a controller. This is with the standard dog bone controller. That's a controller I really like. I think it works really well, and it works really well within this game. Terrible defense, but waiters did not make me pay for it. So we got Batum with the rebound coming up the court. And you can see that, the frame rate, although it is 30 frames per second, is rock solid, which is very important. Terrible shot. Maybe if I could have gotten the release down, that would have been a little bit better. But I eventually start figuring out the releases again. You'll have to bear with me here. I'm very excited to be playing this. I've been downloading it all day. Terrible defense there. I'm pretty sure I was texting someone. At least that's what we're gonna say. So coming up, we have it's going to be a little bit of a slowdown thing on one of the character models that I just wanted to showcase, because honestly, I'm pretty impressed with the character models, the attention to detail and whatnot, because I didn't necessarily expect the character models to look that good. So we got a turnover there, Dragic bringing up the ball, little pop-up jumper, and he does not make me pay. So we're going to move the ball up the court, maybe get a little and one, and no, the contact makes Kimba miss it. So, like I said, here's a good shot of Kimba, and D12, you can sort of see him. Spoelstra on the side. The hair doesn't look that great, but when does 2K hair look that great? Here's a nice replay so you could sort of see some stuff there, and of course I skipped it because I'm very excited. But here's the shot of Kimba I wanted to sort of emphasize. This is a good looking character model. Like, that looks spot on like Kimba. And I understand, you know, the PS3 2Ks looked pretty good, but I think, you know, with the hair, you could see the beard. He sort of has that, you know, extended beard, and you can see that it has a fuzz to it. It's not just a rounded texture. These are the little things I look for when I'm playing a basketball game, because I'm an NBA fan. You know, I'm a fan of the sport. I'm a fan of the game. So things like that are important to me. And my defense is a little bit off, but, you know, I got into it. I started figuring out things after, you know, Winslow's wide open. So right now, it's 9-4. You're thinking, you know, RGT is terrible at this game. But, folks, I like to build a little bit of drama. I like to show you guys, you know, a little bit of action and a little bit of intensity. So now we're going to start the comeback. Kimba with the three. Bam! Bam! You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a good three. And now I'm starting to get the stroke. And that's what really matters in this game. You know, if you can figure out the players', you know, different shooting mechanisms and shooting releases, like, that's when the game starts to get easy. Little sloppy D there. Kid Gilchrist, you know, cleans it up for me. You know, once again, I'm probably messing around on my phone, making sure the capture is going well. And here's a nice little play. What's he gonna do? Boom. Boom. D12 in the paint. That's a big acquisition for the Charlotte Hornets this year. And you can see the little D12 faces. Even the crowd looks like surprisingly decent. Like, you know, not super detailed or anything, but I like the little faces, and there's a good mixture of character models out in the crowd. It's not just like, you know, a one-to-one sort of thing that, you know, just repeats itself over and over again. Hassan Whiteside, he is a beast in the paint. You know, he made me pay a little bit there. But we got a nice little action shot coming up here, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, as you can see, D12 wide open, bam, dunking on fools. And we get a nice little replay here. And, you know, the presentation is just really good. If you look at Hugo, the Charlotte Hornet there, like, his feathers have actual textures on them. You know, it's not just, you know, a sloppy character model with, you know, no textures and no life on it. So I appreciate things like that. And you can sort of see here the game is just sort of flowing. Once again, you can see Kimba's chin hair from a distance there. That's got the nice little, you know, extend onto it. You know, the cheerleaders, they don't look all that great, but I don't really care about how the cheerleaders look. So we got a substitution here. You can see some more characters out on the court as the game progresses. Of course, I just have auto subs on here. I literally just booted this game up, and I wanted to get this footage as Kaminsky dominates the paint there. Nice little animation there from Kimba. You're pretty much honestly getting the full experience of the game. You know, you have the My Player, you have the story mode, you have pretty much everything. And like, that's impressive, because at the end of the day, the Switch is a hybrid system. You know, it's not supposed to be this powerful home console, but as you can see here, this is a AAA title from a major publisher. Kimba Walker dominates on the breakaway there, and it looks great. It plays great. I am thrilled. I was very nervous about picking the Switch version over the PS4 version because I am a Hoops diehard, but I am not disappointed at all. I am very impressed with this game. I cannot wait to play more of this game. I'm going to do a full review on this game. I just wanted to get some high quality footage up there so that people could see what this game looks like and what it's all about. And I figured my commentary could sort of, you know, help lead people to see if this is a game they want. As you know, as a Switch owner and a PS4 owner, I'm a multi-platform sort of person. I could have gotten this on anything. The portability aspect of the Nintendo Switch is what drove me to this, and the fact that it's so high quality, the fact that it looks as good as it does, and the fact that it plays as good as it does. You're about to see some really sloppy basketball here. I don't know why I did this foul. I thought maybe that would have been the second foul and they would have gotten free throws, and I kind of could have done like an epic, you know, 3 at the end to sort of get the lead going into the second quarter. But yeah, that did not happen here. But yeah, so I just wanted to get this footage out there for you guys. I wanted to give you guys my initial impressions. Like I said, I'm doing a full review on this. Aiming for the weekend here. It just depends how much I can play with the work schedule and whatnot. You're going to see a little bit of presentation here. I did want to kind of showcase that off. I know I said I was only going to play a quarter, but like I said, you know, it's good to see, you know, what all this game has to offer. The loading times are very reasonable. I really like this segment. You can look at the tattoos there. Very well done. You know, looks very true to life. Even the, even the spectators in the crowd. And this is a pretty cool little segment, you know, real voices for James Johnson, just talking about, you know, how he plays the game. Honestly, I'm very impressed with this package. If you are a Nintendo Switch owner and you love basketball, this is a no-brainer. This needs to be a purchase for you. If you are a Nintendo Switch, if you're a multi-platform owner and you're looking for a high-quality basketball experience, you don't mind a little downgrade in visual fidelity, I would go with this version, honestly. I am 100%, you know, pleased with it. I can't wait to play more of it, and I'm having a great time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank you for checking out this video. Be sure to share it around, and I'll catch you guys next time. Later.